Hello and welcome to another episode of Kill the Small Talk podcast, and I'm your host, Alex Caron. On this podcast, I bring in guests from all walks of the entertainment industry, and we get down to the nuts and bolts. On this episode, I'm talking to my friend Trevor Waggoner. He's a comedian, actor, and improviser. Here's the episode. Enjoy. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice
I'm
to
Alex.
meet you, Trevor.
JK, we are roommates and have been roommates for a year, and now we're friends. I consider you a friend.
I consider you a friend.
I consider you a friend.
Yeah.
I've taken you to the airport. That's a friend.
Yeah, that's
a friend
real
job.
Friend. That's a real friend. Taking me to the mechanic, which you might need to take me back to the mechanic later
That's fine.
today. I'll let you know.
So this is a funny story. This is like kind of part two because we tried to record last week, but just things were not working well for us at our place. But Trevor is my very first guest that I've had in-house, which is fucking cool and kind of surreal because I'm so used to speaking to people through like an iPad and like wearing headphones. So
I think
it's nice to have this. Yeah.
I like it. I do miss, we had a really great moment of Jacob ringing the doorbell in the middle of the podcast because we got a new door and he didn't have a key, despite me texting the group, come through the back door because you don't have a key. And he said, "Oh, I didn't see it." When if you look through the group chat, he responded to that. He responded to the text and he just forgot, which is fine. He's a human being.
Yeah.
But
and I even made the joke, just come through the chimney. It's fine.
Yeah.
Break a window.
There was a whole bit that went on and he
Yeah.
was just like, "Oh, I didn't see that I was supposed to come in through the side."
I even think he made a joke too.
He did. He said he'll break a window.
That was his.
Which would have been less disturbing probably to the podcast.
That whole moment reminded me, I had a guest, a comedian friend of mine, John Campanelli, and he was just having a horrible time trying to set up like his like home, it was like his phone, his like lighting, and it was hilarious. And I decided to use it as a clip. He was like, "Please use this as a clip if it gets laughs or anything." He's like,
well, we can't use
"Absolutely."
Jacob as a clip.
It's
okay.
We can't.
It's okay. Our dumb internet that we refuse to spend more money on.
So Trevor, you're from Phoenix.
Yeah.
From Phoenix, Arizona, and tell me about how you got started in performance. Was it improv immediately or was it theater?
Well, I guess so. First taste of theater was in fourth grade. My teacher did a play that she wrote. It was like jukebox musical shortened version called Let's Talk Turkey, which was about choosing the turkey as the official mascot of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And we all had to like audition or whatever.
As turkeys?
To get any role. Okay. And I made the role of eagle. So I was the eagle. And then later that year, all the fourth grade teachers wrote a play, another like jukeboxy musical thing. That was a parody, I guess, of The Wizard of Oz called The Wizard of AZ.
Okay.
And instead of the
AZ, Arizona.
Okay. Yeah. And it was about like the 5 C's of Arizona. There are 7 C's of Arizona now. Let's see if I can name them. The 5 C's of Arizona: copper, cattle, climate, citrus, cotton. So it's all like major things about Arizona.
I was like, wait, 5 C's. Arizona is not surrounded by any body of water.
Right. Oh, no. Yeah, 5 C's is in the letter. And so I was Stanley Steer. I was the cattle. So I was like the Cowardly Lion version.
Okay.
And I loved both. I had so much fun. Shout out, what is her name now? Mrs.
Cattle.
It was Mrs. Sanders. Then she got remarried. And I don't remember her last name now. Shout out Sherry. I know her first name's the same.
Yep, because she's listening to this.
Yeah, she's definitely listening to it. No, but that was the first taste. And then in 8th grade, actually 7th grade to 8th grade, they lost my class sign up Like, I signed up for classes for 8th grade and they lost it. And so they're like, we're just going to give you random classes. And I was like, great, thank you. So they put me in the drama class, which I was like, okay, I had fun in 4th grade. Enjoyed the drama class. And then in the week of Thanksgiving, so it was only like 3 day school week, we did improv. Mm-hmm. And we spent one day watching Whose Line Is It Anyway? Yeah. I think that was the 3rd day because it was like a half day. So we had like a 15-minute class or something ridiculous. I think it was like 20, but still. So it was like we watched one episode and it was like, bye, go home. But the first 2 days we like learned it. We played some games. I don't remember what we did. But we did a scene and we were at like a dance or something. And I don't remember what the scene was, but we were at a dance and my scene partner, he was like, did you try the cake or something? And I was like, no, there was something really gross and green inside it. They can't really make cake here. And my teacher laughed. And afterwards she was like, Trevor, you're like really good at this. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
Is this the football player?
No, I'll get there.
Okay.
I'll get there. That's cut for time from the first bit. We'll get there. This is just the 8th grade taste.
Okay.
This is the taste of improv. And then that year, I didn't include this in the last one. We did our school musical was You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I auditioned and I got the role of Linus. So I got not the lead role, but a lead role.
Yeah.
And I definitely give Linus vibes.
Is he the, which one is he again?
Kid with a Blanket.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. And I had a solo, which was frightening because I don't
Sing.
And it was like 8th grade. So it was like, where am I in puberty? Like, can you actually sing?
Wait, did you like find out what your like vocal range was because of that, or is it just you got Linus? You're just
you have
whatever.
this, yeah. They didn't. My teacher, shout out Mrs. Hazard. She didn't tell me that I'd get a solo. I knew there was singing involved.
Okay.
I knew it was a musical.
Yeah.
I didn't know I'd get a solo until the first day, the first rehearsal where we're just meeting each other and she's playing the soundtrack.
Yeah,
and then it's a song, My Blankie and Me. And she was like, this is your solo, Linus. It's going to be really cute. Worst thing for an 8th grade boy to hear. You don't want to hear that you're cute. You're like, I'm a man. But it was cute. It was adorable. And I did a great job. And then freshman year of high school, I auditioned for the play, didn't get a part. And I was like, well, then I'm never going to be a theater kid, never going to be an actor. Whatever. Might as well give up those dreams. Flash forward to junior year of college. I graduated, got my AA in community college. Side note, do it.
What'd you get your AA in?
Just Associates of Arts.
Oh wait, yeah,
it's just general.
Yeah, it's a general. Yeah, it's general.
Saved so much money. That's neither here nor there. But then I went to university to get my bachelor's. Made really smart decision to get my AA, and then decided I wanted to go into film. So immediately made a bad decision. But my best friend was also a film major, and we lived with each other at the time. And he was like, hey, do you want to take this improv class? We both had to take like an arts, like acting elective class thing. And so I was like, yeah, I liked it for those 3 days in 8th grade. Sure, why not? And then he ended up getting into the honors program. So he had to drop out so he could do the honors program classes. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I'll just last a week, I guess, because I'm really shy. I don't like being around new people. And then in addition, for it to be a performance-based thing is really scary.
Yeah.
And my teacher, shout out Alice Stanley Jr. We'll do as many shout outs as I can. She is wonderful and great. And this is the football player thing.
Here we go.
Our first exercise was she just paired us off and we had to sit in front of the class and have a conversation for 5 minutes. No jokes. If jokes happen, great, but you're not doing a bit. You're not doing a scene. You're just talking like we are now. Actually, not like we are now because I'm doing all the talking. feel free. Do you have any questions? I'm sorry. I feel like
I will
let's
ask.
do this.
Okay. They will come up.
Okay,
No,
great.
I will ask as you talk.
Okay, great.
So keep
great.
talking, man.
Just interrupt me.
Keep talking.
But yeah, so they paired me up with a college football player, and exact opposite of who I am as a human being. And so I was stretching to have a conversation with this guy. I did it. I tried to do this class because my friend was in it and then he dropped out. This guy did it because he had no idea what improv was, has never heard of it before, has no idea who's
Thought it'd be an easy A.
Thought it would be an easy A.
Yep.
Whatever. And I cannot relate to him whatsoever. And I'm trying so hard. And I ask him, and he's not asking any questions. He's only answering questions I ask.
Yeah.
So he's not giving like any actual, like, we're not having a conversation.
Yeah, there's no input.
No, not at all. So I'm like, are you guys sponsored or anything? And he was like, yeah, we're sponsored by Nike. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I think my socks are Nike. And everyone in the class erupted in laughter. They thought it was the funniest thing. I, however, miserable.
Were you sweating? Were you like
probably
anxious?
I was anxious. I was probably sweaty too. I was probably, when I get really anxious, my lip quivers. So I'm sure that happened.
my eye twitches.
Yeah, that's why I can't do stand up, because like if I'm ever on stage alone, like my lip starts quivering.
Yeah, it can be scary.
But anyway, after it ended, my teacher was like, I could have watched that forever. And I'm like, I'd rather die. I'd rather die than have you watch that forever.
Well, I guess in like context, like if you look at it, like you have two people who are, or at least one person who's trying to have a conversation. Mm-hmm. The other who's giving no input, which is funny.
It is funny.
It is really funny. You're trying so hard to get something out of him, and you're not. He's a brick wall.
The brickest of walls.
And the one thing you say, you're like trying to relate to, and you find something you relate to.
Are Nike.
It was hilarious.
It's great. And like, I mean, I haven't seen Alice. Actually, I ran into her a couple years ago at a bar, but I haven't sat down and gotten with her for a while. But when she first moved out here, it was a few of us from that class that were out here, and so we all got dinner. And she like remembered and was like, that to this day is the best moment of the class, of the entire class. And I was like, Alice, no. But anyway, so I ended up staying with the class because it ended up being like a stress relief, which I didn't really understand how much that like meant to me in my life until later in life.
Yeah.
But it was just like, okay, I can kind of relax and have fun. I don't know what this means, but it ended up meaning that that's like what passion is.
So in this class, is this where you learned like the fundamentals of improv and and the rules and the yes and
which is crazy. Wait, I don't know if I've told you this. So when I got together with her all those years ago, I was at Second City Hollywood, which we'll get there. We'll get to my journey into Second City Hollywood. But I was there at the time, and I just started the conservatory program. I think I was in Con 1 or 2.
That's a 2-year program.
So it's like if you're taking the improv courses, which are the improv 1 through 3, and then the conservatory program, that ends up being a total of like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
But so I told her that, and she was like, wow, you were further than I was when I taught your class. And I was like, what? She only took 3 levels of improv and then taught a college level comedy improv class.
So quick.
And I remember thinking she's so smart, so funny, which she is. But like when she told me that, I was like, what do you mean I'm now more advanced than you were when you taught us? Like that seemed impossible to me because I do remember she graduated ASU, but then she left because she got into conservatory program at Second City Chicago. And I was like, wait a minute.
So she can't be much older than us.
No, she's not. I'm trying to remember back in the day. So I was like 20 and she was like, she's almost like 5-ish years older than us, I think. No. But anyway, so so that was crazy. So anyway, so afterwards she did tell us, she was like, hey, ASU has a comedy club called ASU Comedy They do sketch with this. The sketch group is called Far Side Comedy Hour.
Mm-hmm.
The improv is called Bear in Mind Improv. And then they also do stand-up called Stand-Up versus the World, which you don't have to audition for. But there's an audition coming up for both of those. I recommend you guys do it. And I was really nervous. I was like texting my friends from the class. I was like, are you going to do it? And like one person was like, yeah, I'm already on cast and I'm assistant director. And I was like, okay, that makes me feel a little comfortable. He was assistant director of Far Side. He didn't do the improv team. Or he did and stopped. I don't remember. But anyways, I ended up checking my class schedule. I couldn't do Bear in Mind because of just their rehearsals were during my classes.
Right.
But I could do the sketch, which I have no experience in whatsoever. All up to that point, all I did was watch All That and Amanda Show
and Whose Line
and Mad TV. And I mean, Whose Line I didn't even watch on my own.
Oh no,
no. I don't know why. I just never did.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah. But that was all the comedy that I got. I didn't even watch SNL at that point. But I was like, sure, I'll audition, whatever. I was nervous. I was pacing. I got there early and I was pacing back and forth before even walking into the room because I was like, I don't even know if I should do this.
What was your audition?
The audition was, so what you did was first they would give you sketches to just, you'd hold it. You didn't have to memorize it. Mm-hmm. And you would be paired off or grouped off. You'd meet with your group. You'd kind of do your own like little rehearsal on how to do delivery and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you go and you'd perform the sketches.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the sketches I did.
Script in hand and you're like reading it.
You're reading it.
To each other.
Yeah.
But while performing.
Yeah. And then after that, you're grouped up with other people and you have to write and perform your own sketch. And so we were grouped off, and I remember, I think it was a group of 4 of us. And my group, like I was like, great, we're going to bounce ideas off, whatever. And I'm like trying to come up with ideas. We may have gotten, we got a suggestion. We'd get a 1-word suggestion to write a sketch about.
Okay.
And so we did, I don't remember what the word was, but I'm like, great, we're going to bounce off ideas. I start like saying ideas and people are like, yeah, okay. And like no response, like no ideas given, nothing. And I'm like, why am I doing this? Like we're supposed to be, don't all of you want to be on the team? So we end up doing whatever I come up with. We like write it kind of together and we do it. It goes well, I think. And then later that night, my friend Tom, who was in my improv class, called me on my drive home. I was driving back to my parents' place because I was working that weekend. Mm-hmm. And he was like, hey, we'd love to have you on the team. And I remember it was like, oh, great, awesome. And then I like freaked out in my car. I was so excited, told my family, and they're like, oh, that's great. Like the hesitation, because I'd never expressed any interest in doing this at all.
Oh, okay.
You know? So it's like a shock. I mean, they knew I was auditioning. They knew I did that improv class, but it's a shock that I'm pursuing this at all.
Yeah. To this day?
Not anymore. Now that they've seen me.
Yeah.
But I get on, and I remember the first show that we did. I didn't have a lot of lines because it was my first show. I shouldn't have a lot of lines. And I walk out on stage, and there's no, this is before anyone was there, any audience. I'm just there, and I remember for the first time in my life feeling like this is right.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm supposed to do, I think.
Those feelings are great.
It was incredible.
I've had a couple of those.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. And then I'll wrap this up because this will take the full hour. After that,
Please.
I was on the sketch team for a year, just as a normal writer performer. Uh-huh. And then third semester got bumped up to assistant director, and then had to like, instead of auditioning or re-auditioning. Oh, I forgot to mention those 2 of the people that I auditioned with that weren't giving me anything were on cast already. So, and they were told, they were told not to give input so that, because they're already going to be on cast anyway. They were told not to give input unless they need to, just so that they could kind of see
where your mind is.
Yeah, where the
at,
people who are auditioning, where our mind's at, how we work.
Oh, I guess that's a good way to, yeah.
Yeah, it was great. And I mean, one of them, shout out Bradley, I ended up living with out here. We moved to LA together.
Okay.
And that was my first roommate out here for the first 4 years that I was here.
And this is before the Clark house?
This is before Clark House. We live at the Clark House.
Here's our address.
Yeah, here's our address. But anyway, so joined the team, became assistant director, and so I don't have to re-audition anymore because I'm assistant director. I run the auditions. After that, graduated, did a little bit of improv in Arizona at a theater that's no longer there, which is sad, called Torch Theater. And then moved out here. I did a show at Iowa West as a writer.
R.I.P.
Another R.I.P. A lot of R.I.Ps in this. I was a writer they had a monthly sketch show where they would hire, or not hire, you didn't get paid, where they would get writers and performers. And the writers would write, they'd get a different director each week. Director would direct that week, the writers, and give notes. And then we'd do rewrites and stuff, and then the performers would perform.
Did you ever do any directing?
No.
Oh, really? No.
No.
Did you want to, or was it just, nope, like I don't see myself as a director?
No, I don't have any interest.
No.
I think I'd be good at it.
Trevor, I think you'd be fantastic.
I think I would be actually really great at it.
I think you'd be a great...
I would rather be... Yeah, I could do live theater.
I mean,
directing.
shit, dude, like when we were doing Creatures of Habit, obviously, between like the three of us, you've definitely have had the most improv and sketch experience. So when and when you were giving your like ideas out, and when you were telling me like excuse me, when you were
he's getting choked up. I mean,
hold for sound.
I mean so much for him.
Hold for sound. When we were collaborating on that project, I saw the amount of work that you put into it.
Oh, thank you.
And I didn't at that time I didn't realize how much work it takes
so much work
to put on a comedy variety show.
Oh, it's
like, I was like, wait, this is like mini theater.
Yeah.
This is like a mini, like these are like mini plays almost. You need a script, you need like the, what was the technical script that you had to give like directions for like lighting and sound and all the things that we needed. I was like, oh my God. And so when I saw that you could do that, I was like, I'm going to let him just fly, you know? No, seriously.
Which I feel like, I hope I didn't like overstep.
Not at all. I learned so much from you.
No, thank you.
Yeah. And I admire that a lot about you. And I feel like that was one of the reasons too, why I felt sort of intimidated. And what kind of kept blocking me is I knew how great you and Zach are at sketch. And when I was doing like sketch and improv, like in school and stuff, and then the pandemic happened, I wasn't getting a whole lot of practice afterwards. It was just, I relearned it all in college, and then pandemic happened. So I had nowhere to perform, nowhere to do anything. It was, all I did was just, watch TV and movies and play my guitar. So I didn't get that real world experience again, like I had initially wanted. And so coming out of the pandemic, that's when I met you guys. Well, a few years later, I met you guys, and I knew instantly. I was like, okay, these are the guys I definitely need to be on the show. And then when we were performing, I did feel intimidated because I was like, okay, wait, these guys are a whole other level above me.
Thank you. I mean, you still did great, obviously, but it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, to wrap up my experience, I then applied to a bunch of places to do work study, a bunch of comedy studios, and Second City Hollywood was the first one to pick me up. So I worked there to earn hours to take classes. And then I graduated the conservatory program. We did our own show, and then I was on this show that is a family-friendly show at Second City Hollywood. RIP, not around anymore. But the show's still going on. It's called Rockin' Awesome Improv Show. Yeah. And I'm still doing that. And that's a blast. I love it so much. It's my favorite thing.
That's the one on Sunday?
That's the one on Saturday mornings. It's the family-friendly show. Okay. And it's short-form improv.
And that's at...
no, this one's at... You don't know anything about my life. No. This one is at Youth Academy of Dramatic Arts.
I did not. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
No, what you're getting confused with is I'm also on a house team at the Pack Theater called Pleather.
That's when
and that's at Pack Theater, and that's first and third Sundays.
Plug it in, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug everything, but that's what I'm doing now. So I mostly do improv. I have a sketch group, Wellness Check, that we did one show that went amazing, and then we are going to do a second show, but these past month and a half has been crazy with vacations, and we just have not been able to meet. So coming soon. And then we do Creatures of Habit, which is also coming soon. On pause.
On pause
right
hold
now.
until I get more
money to take classes.
You don't have to announce it to the world, Trevor.
No.
I'm totally kidding.
Classes are expensive.
Classes are expensive.
That's why I had to do work study program. And my parents also very kind for conservatory. They started a GoFundMe. And then
cool.
For my birthday, they secretly started a GoFundMe, got a bunch of people to donate. I was able to fund most of conservatory program through that.
That's awesome.
Because it's expensive. I mean, my parents also, shout out mom and dad.
Especially mom and dad.
Yeah. They also donated, but the amount that they were able to donate was less than the amount of one class. So like, it's expensive.
Yeah, they tried.
Yeah. I mean, they did.
They did.
They didn't try. They did. And it was great. It's an amazing blessing. Changed my life forever. But yeah, I think that's all.
Can I borrow your parents for a little while?
Yeah.
To pay for my...
The amount of... my parents... announcement. My parents, great. And also, they can't pay for your classes. They couldn't pay for my classes. That's why they did GoFundMe.
Yeah.
You know? But my parents are great. So they're amazing. Yeah.
That's cool. Have they always been supportive with your... creative and
surprisingly, but they told me that they told me this when they were young, when I was young. Well, and they were young too. That when my mom was pregnant with me, I was the firstborn. I'm the oldest. They were laying in bed, and my dad and my mom and my dad agreed that they would support their children in whatever they decide to pursue. That they wouldn't put expectations on them,
right, as long as they're not hurting themselves or others.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I was like, film major and improv, and they're like,
actually,
they're like, okay. They've been like really supportive. I'm pretty sure that they wish that I minored in something reasonable.
You know what my dad said the other day? I think we were talking about improv and sketch and stuff. Oh, I remember. We were all hanging out at my sister's art show, and shout out my sister.
Yeah.
We were all supporting her at her art show, and then we went to this bar afterwards, and then my Uncle John had asked me, he was like, hey, how's improv and sketch and all that stuff? And I told him that, I thought he was asking about the show, about Creatures of Habit. I was like, oh, it's on pause right now. Like, I feel like I'm rusty and I need to, kind of relearn everything and get better at it again, get more practice again. And then my dad brought up, he was like, oh yeah, he's like, what's your friend and roommate's name? I was like, Zach. He goes, yeah, but he's like, Trevor. I'm like, Trevor. He goes, that dude should have his own show somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
His own pilot or TV show.
Oh my gosh. That's so nice.
I was like, yeah.
Why?
he thinks you're great.
I think I'm a funny supporting actor. I don't think I could be lead.
Come on, dude.
I don't think I could be lead. If it's a ensemble, I would do great in an ensemble comedy.
Yeah.
I think.
Ooh, speaking of which, we did, do you know the play Noises Off by Michael Fran? Okay, it's a play about a play. And they turned it into a movie in the mid 90s. Michael Caine was in it, John Ritter, Carol Burnett, great cast. It's a play about a play, and everything that can go wrong in a play does go wrong. Kind of like The Actor's Nightmare. And anyways, my theater director in high school played us this movie my freshman year, and I was like, I hope they turn this into, I didn't know that it was already an actual written play. I hope we do this as long as I'm here in high school. Sure enough, my senior year, they announced that we did it, and there was this character called Selsdon Mowbray, who was an old British drunk man who would constantly forget his lines and doesn't remember where he's at. He's on the brink of having full on Alzheimer's and dementia, and he's very finicky and very slow. I was like, I have to audition for that character, and I used a monologue from Seinfeld. It was a monologue that Kramer
I love Caron. Yeah.
And I was like, this guy's is eccentric and crazy and wild, and that would go great for this role. And so I used that monologue, and I got the audition, and it was awesome. And there was a lot of like we obviously like rehearsed like blocking and stuff, but there was a lot of things like I created like on my own.
Yeah, that's
like there's this scene where I'm supposed to there's like a, what are those called? It was like a globe, but you open it and it's like a liquor like cabinet.
Yeah.
It was like one of those. I opened it up and like I took like the cup out, I took the bottle out, and I was like, I knew the audience was in front of me. Like my character is supposed to like break the fourth wall and like talk to the audience. And like as I'm talking to the audience, I have my cup here and I have the bottle here, and I'm like pouring, but I'm like not pouring in the bottle, and it just spills all over the.
That's so funny.
But anyways, that was a really fun ensemble.
Yeah.
Okay, I have this thing. I think this is gonna be like a new kind of segment.
Great.
I want to try. It's gonna be like a quick round of questions.
Okay.
And
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this.
Improv skills. Let's
go. Skydiving or scuba diving?
Oh, scuba diving. I would never skydive. You started me off a very visceral. I am so scared of heights. I would never skydive. I also love fish.
Yeah. Great hair or great teeth?
Great teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have.
A great smell goes a long way.
Yeah. Also to eat. I was thinking like health wise. I guess.
I think this means
visual.
Like, yeah, visually.
Oh, then hair. I thought you meant like I was like
no. Would you rather have teeth or hair?
Yeah. I mean, I'm starting to like go gray in some areas in my hair, which is driving me nuts. Yeah, like right over here.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see.
Oh, barely.
But that's because I've had a very stressful time in my life, past 5 years, really. But I love my hair color, and I really don't want it to go. So,
speaking of hair, middle part or side part?
Side part. I've tried middle part. It looks so bad.
Yeah, like
it looks so bad.
Like it looks like like a book, right? Like an open book. Yeah, I've never found those appealing.
No, it looks.
No,
so
I think
bad.
those are horrible. Camping or luxury hotel?
Luxury hotel. I'm not going camping. Oh, I love the wilderness for the daytime and not staying overnight.
Well, what if I invited you to my family's cabin up north that you have to hike 9 miles to, but you stay in a really beautiful cabin out in the wilderness? Like there's solar panels, there's electricity, there's running water.
I could do that.
There's a toilet.
I could do that. The 9 mile hike is long.
Yeah.
That's a long. How long does that take?
Well, when I first went on the trip, I was 9 years old. And then at that time, I didn't do much hiking. So that took us like 6-7 hours. Okay. But now, you know, in my early 30s, and I've done this hike so many times. This last time, I think we did it in just under 5 hours. But there was a time I did it with my cousins. It was just the three of us, me, Kyle, and Eric. And we did it in... I literally timed it. It was 3 hours and 59 minutes.
Yeah, I could do that.
Just under 4.
I could do that.
So,
I mean, I'd have to like you have to have patience with me as I stop and complain, or stop and actually. The problem with Trevor on hikes is that I'm very easily distracted, and I just like love stopping and like looking at the wilderness.
That's all we do.
Okay,
that's all we do. I mean, like, what's great is that everyone kind of goes like at their like own pace, and then you can like, you know, catch up with, you know, your buddies up in the front, and then, you know, you'll walk with them for like 30-40 minutes, and then you'll see like a seal like 10 feet away from you. You're like, oh, look, a seal. And then like your other friends will catch up with you.
Yeah.
And then you talk to them, and then, you know.
No, I would do that.
Yeah.
I would totally do that. As long as I have a bathroom, an actual mattress that's not filled with air, and
there's actual mattresses there.
Central either AC or heat if we need it.
There is none of that.
Okay, well, if we go during a time when I don't need either of those, then that's fine.
We go during the summertime, like late July.
How hot is it?
So it's warm, but it's not like crazy hot.
Okay.
And you're The cabin is literally right in the middle of a forest and the ocean. So you're getting that, breeze
Oh my gosh.
coming in from the ocean.
That's gorgeous.
And then the coolness that's coming from like the mountains.
Invite
right
me
above
one
you.
time.
So we're going next year.
Invite me. Well, we'll see. Invite me, and then we'll see how I'm feeling.
I'm inviting you next year.
Okay.
Astronomy or astrology?
Astronomy.
Phone call or text?
Text.
I feel like it depends.
Yeah, I don't want people just to call me. I
You don't like
hate it
when you
when
have
people
phone
just
calls?
call me.
I love a phone call.
Tell me that you're going to call me first. Text me that you're going to call me so that I'm aware.
Okay.
That I'm mentally prepared to talk.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I don't because you don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. My mom, I love my mom. Shout out my mom. She does this thing where
I'm about to have the same story. Keep going.
She texts me and like I'll text back, but like I'm at work or something. And because I'm texting, that means she thinks I'm like immediately available. So then she calls. Yep. I'm like, wait, no, hold on. I'm texting you back because I'm at work. Yeah. I can't actually have a full on phone conversation.
Yeah.
Does your mom do the same?
Oh,
thing?
yes, exactly the same. My mom, I would text her, like if she's at Target or something, it would be like, I would text her and be like, hey, how much longer are you going to be at Target or something? And then she'll call me. She'll be like, 10 minutes. And I was like, okay.
Could have texted me that.
You could have texted me 10 minutes. And she was like, sorry, I'm just like walking in Target right now. So I thought it'd be easier to call. I was like, guess what? You can stop.
Are your parents Gen X?
My mom is. Yeah.
Your mom is.
Your
dad's a boomer?
My dad is.
Or
so
borderline?
They're both border. So my dad is at the end of the boomer generation. My mom's at the beginning of the Gen X generation.
Okay.
So they're right next to each other.
So is your mom late 50s?
60s.
Late 60s?
No, not late 60s. No,
early
no,
60s.
Early 60s.
Okay, early
just
60s.
Turned. I can talk about this. She's not embarrassed. She just turned 60.
Happy birthday to your mom.
Thank you. I guess she didn't just turn it. It was back in July.
Well,
it was this
been
year.
A few months. Yeah. Yeah, she just turned 60. Yeah. That was like a few months ago.
Or like I would call or I would text her like, when are you coming home? And she'd call me. She was like, sorry, I'm driving home right now. I'll be home in 3 minutes. I was like, okay, you could have just shown up. You didn't need to. Don't text while you
3
drive.
minutes, yeah.
I don't need you to text while you drive. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like if you're home,
Just arrive.
If you're home, just show up.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Sorry.
Book smart or street smart?
Are you asking what I am? I'm book smart.
You're definitely book smart.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know streets. I'm from the suburbs. I'm from the suburbs of Phoenix. I'm from the suburbs of borderline North Scottsdale, which not that a lot of people would know that reference, but the people that do know.
I know Scottsdale.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know borderline Scottsdale, Phoenix, but I know Scottsdale.
The meaning of borderline North Scottsdale is that I grew up around a bunch of white kids who acted like they had money but didn't. They acted like they were upper middle class, but they were just
lower middle class. Okay.
But they were posers. I grew up with a bunch of posers.
They were like polos and like khakis and like.
I mean that's kind of. I don't know if that was the
Stereotype.
vibe. It was like my time. It was like in high school. It was like sagging shorts, long. That was like when we used to wear. Skaters used to wear like long shirts that were practically like dresses. Yep. And they were just like either a solid color or had the craziest like print design all over it.
Yeah, like checkers or something.
Yeah. And it was like, I'm wearing Echo Unlimited shoes. It's like, okay.
I had Echo.
I thought that they were really cool. I thought they were really
they were just
cool. It's a golden rhinoceros.
They were just comfortable.
Were cool.
I didn't like them.
I wanted them, but they
were really comfortable.
Yeah.
Mountains or beach?
Oh, that's so hard. Beach, but I'm not in the ocean, or mountains, but it's not snowing.
Big bash or intimate gathering?
Intimate gathering.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I think like my birthday this year, which we had at the house, was. I wouldn't say it was a big bash. I mean, there was a good amount of people.
It was about medium, I would feel like.
Yeah.
It wasn't a small gathering, I wouldn't say.
It wasn't small, but it wasn't huge. I think it was like
you just had
right.
a lot of food.
We did have a lot of food.
Yeah.
That lasted like a week.
Yeah. It was good food too.
It was really good food. Cardio or weights?
I
know what your answer is.
I don't do either. I don't do either.
Well,
if I had to, cardio.
Cardio, yeah. Well, you go for walks. That's cardio.
I go for walks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go for walks.
Save or spend?
Save. Oh, I don't spend at all. I was just telling you, I have to spend $240 on a private chef for a bachelorette party. That's driving me nuts.
Have to?
Yeah, or I don't eat.
Fair point. Online shopping or in-store?
In-store.
In-store. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I don't go, well, that's hard.
I hate buying clothes online.
I will never buy clothes online.
No, I did once and I was like, this does not fit me at all. And I never have
yesterday I spent like 4 hours shopping for clothes for aforementioned wedding. And I hated it. I hate shopping, but I would rather do it in store because I need to put it on.
Yeah.
The only things I order online are things that I can't go out for. Like that I need to find on Amazon. Not to sound like we live together, but we were out of recycling bags, and I went to Target and they didn't have recycling bags, and I was like, I guess I'll order on Amazon. So,
dogs or cats?
Dogs. I'm allergic to cats. I'm allergic to dogs too, but less so.
I'm allergic to some dogs.
Same.
But I'm allergic to like most cats.
Yeah, but I do.
Which sucks because I love cats, dude.
I just cat sat for like
a
few weeks. Yeah, back at like end of July and August. Yeah, I did. First, I did my friend Kelly, and her cats are amazing, and I love them, and I love to hang out with them. But like, the moment I started feeling stuffy, I was like, I gotta leave. And then Pamela and Adam, and then friend Justin, which Justin's cat's great too. Pamela and Adam's cat is going through a teenager phase. And that's how we'll put that. I love her. I love Peach. Her name's Peach Ponchatoula. I've known her since she was a little kitten.
She's like rebellious and...
She's a little sassy right now.
Her voice is getting deeper.
Well, yeah. She's a little sassy right now.
Acne everywhere.
Sassy cat.
Rain or snow?
Honey, I grew up in Phoenix, so I don't know either of them. Actually, snow.
Snow?
I hate the cold. I don't want to live in snow, but I want to be in snow.
Funny you say that, because last time I was in Arizona, it did snow a little. I think it was in, where were we? I think it was in Scottsdale. Well, I don't know if it was snow, but it was very icy.
Yeah.
And then we went to, what's the very reddish canyon? Sedona.
Yeah, Sedona.
Sedona had snow, for sure.
I love Sedona.
Sedona's beautiful.
Love Sedona. One of my
Highly
favorite
recommend.
cities. Highly recommend.
Halloween or Christmas? I know
Christmas.
Yep,
Christmas. Halloween is just me waiting for Christmas. Halloween and Thanksgiving, because Christmas starts the day after Thanksgiving. But Halloween's fun. I like the vibes. I like spooky vibes.
Yeah.
I'm just not a scary movie person or dress up.
Yeah, no, I'm the total. I mean, I love Christmas.
Yeah, no,
But Halloween's our thing. Yeah, yeah. Actually, for my my buddy Kevin, shout out Kevin. His birthday's on the 25th, and every year for his birthday he does a Halloween party / bad movie. We watch a bad movie that's like really good. Mm-hmm. Last year we watched oh my god, what's his name? Vanilla Ice is. He's he has a movie. I forget the name of it. It's so bad that it's actually kind of funny.
It cannot possibly be any quality.
It's terrible. It's terrible, but it's very entertaining.
He had a reality show where he was flipping houses.
He did? Yeah. Is that like on Matt
probably
TV or
TLC or Discovery or something?
Okay.
Or
I did not know that.
I just remember thinking it was really weird. Just being like, okay, well, you got to make a career somehow. Good job.
East Coast or West Coast?
West Coast. I've never been to the East Coast.
You've never been to the East Coast?
So I don't have an opinion on it.
What?
Yeah, I don't travel. I've been to
I feel like you'd like
Daytona, Florida, which is technically East Coast.
Southeast, yeah.
The southeast of East.
The southeast.
But yeah, I've never been to the East Coast.
Roller coasters or Ferris wheels?
Roller coasters. I don't like Ferris wheels. Heights.
Yeah.
And spinning. Well, it's not bad.
I hate spinning.
It doesn't spin that much. I'm not going on those like crazy one at California Adventure where it's like a track. Ferris wheel. You know that?
At California Adventure.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, it's just like there's a stable one and then there's the ones that like slide.
The first time I went on that, I was a kid.
Holy shit. I'm jumping out.
The panic attack I had, dude, I was bawling. I was begging my mom to get us off.
Me as an adult. I've never done it. There's no way.
It's terrifying, dude.
I actually enjoy Ferris wheels if it's completely
still
and enclosed.
Yeah.
I can't like If there's like a window that you can like peek out of, like I
So
can't
Santa
do it.
Monica Pier, forget about it.
No.
Especially because you're over the ocean.
Oof.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars. I've never seen Star Trek.
I've never seen Star Trek either.
Another East Coast and Star Trek. Two things I don't experience.
Pop music or rock music?
Pop music. I love pop. I'm a big pop girly. I have respect for rock. It's not that I don't like rock. I just don't gravitate towards it. If it is rock, I prefer like
Pop rocky.
pop. No, pop rock actually is like not good right now. Like indie rock.
Yeah.
I really
Yep.
like. I don't know. I was gonna name a band. That album in the aeroplane over the sea. Whatever. Oh, Neutral Milk Hotel.
I don't know them.
Oh, you literally have to listen to this album, Alex. It's so good.
Neutral Milk Hotel.
Yeah,
That's the name of the band
that's the
or
name
album?
of the band.
Okay.
And it's one of those like the most irritating music snobs will talk about this album, and they're right. And it's really annoying.
But it is actually really
It's
good.
remarkable.
Who'd you go see recently? Was it at the Greek or at the Hollywood Bowl?
At the Hollywood Bowl, I saw Big Thief. That's a indie rock.
That's indie rock,
folk
like
rock.
folk, yeah.
Whatever they want. They'll talk about aliens. They have a song about potatoes. Who cares? They're so good. That is my favorite band.
I still haven't. I know you sent me the album, and I still haven't listened to it. But is it like the style of like indie, like folk rock that came out like the 2000s, where it was like the boom claps and like the whistles?
No.
it's better
not
than
at all. It's not Mumford and Sonsy at all. Which I also love Mumford and Sons, by the way. But they are. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like slower. It's just slower music. And then more recent years, it's a little more upbeat.
Okay.
Rock. And
more dancey.
The concert was definitely rock focused. And it was great. She's incredible. The lead singer, Adrian Linker, amazing.
And you went with did you go by yourself or with a friend?
I went with a friend,
With a
Lori. Shout out Lori.
Shout out Lori.
My like first LA friend who knew who Big Thief was. And probably one of two that I can think of at the top of my head.
Gotcha. Okay, a few more. I already know the answers to these. Hugh Jackman or Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction.
Yep. Scary movie or rom-com?
Skip.
rom-com.
Rom-com.
Vinyl records or streaming?
Streaming because I don't have a record player. And what am I going to do? Buy a record player? Where am I going to put that?
Fair. Yeah. Your room's pretty.
My room's really small. If we had one in the
dining room?
that would be cool.
That would be cool, actually.
But it's also that would be
like on top of the Apple box, maybe.
Especially now with our whole where I moved our plant, and now that we have the little side couch with the light set up.
You know what? I do have a
very
record
vibey.
player, but I forget the part of it, but it's like the needle.
Yeah.
That that hits the vinyl. Something is off, and it makes every record sound
Bad.
horrible. So
I just
I don't even know where to get that fixed.
I also feel like I would need to listen to one person's music on the regular.
Yeah.
And I much prefer shuffle. But I do have CDs. I have a lot of CDs that I listen to.
Dude, I have a whole crate that's sitting in my closet that's just filled with CDs and vinyls.
I was just listening to an album that I was thinking of you. I was like, I wonder if Alex would like this.
Which one?
Do you know the band Fun?
Fun, period?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know their stuff?
Ish.
Okay.
The Hey Soul Sister.
That's not fun at all.
That's not
that
fun.
was very
Who is that?
offensive to me. That really hurt my feelings.
Wait.
That's Train.
Train.
That's Train.
No, okay, well, what's the...
Fun was Tonight We Are Young.
I should have known.
Yeah. So that's their second album. Their first album I was listening to, and that's one of my favorite albums of all time, and I think you would really like it.
By the way, that song you just named, that was my high school graduation's theme.
Oh, really?
That was our theme.
so fun.
Yeah, that was 2002. I think that's the year it came out,
2011-ish.
2012. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, couple more. Gaga or Madonna?
Murdana?
Did I say Madonna?
You said Murdana.
Gaga or Madonna?
Gaga. I need to listen to more Madonna to give I think everything that I've listened to, I think all of her older stuff is great. I think I just grew up with Lady Gaga.
I grew up with Madonna. My mom's a huge Madonna fan.
Yeah.
Madonna fan.
Murdana fan.
Musical theater or concert? Like a musical theater, like play, I guess, in person.
I think I would go see musical theater. I usually don't. I rarely go to concerts, but I've been going more recently, but I think I would rather see musical theater.
Okay. Subtitles or dubbed?
Wow. I don't care. If I'm watching an animated movie, a foreign animated film, which I've seen a lot of, big passion of mine, I prefer subtitle.
Yeah.
Because the director is in the room with the voiceover actors, so they can direct the way that it should sound like.
Right.
But sometimes you can't find that, and it's dubbed, and that's fine.
Yeah.
If it's human beings, it has to be subbed. I cannot stand watching a live action dubbed anything. That drives me nuts.
Good to know. Okay. These questions are a little more towards, we're going to go back to improv and sketch and performance for a little bit. Has there ever been a failure, let's say in a live improv or sketch performance, that has taught you something very valuable that you don't do anymore?
Man, I've had a few, and I'm trying to think of, you know what? So actually this year, I've had 2 sketch shows with my group Wellness Check. Not like our own show where we had the hour, but where we were guests on, and in both of them I forgot lines. Completely. And what it's taught me this year, and it's so embarrassing. It's awful. And I feel so bad, and I hate thinking about it. Especially because it's this year, and as we said, I have all this experience. How is this happening? And I've just grown really confident in my experience.
Yeah.
So I need to stop being confident. No. I need to be confident, but I need to know that I still need to rehearse as much as everyone else does.
I feel you.
And I can't just be I got it. It's 2 sketches.
You need to humble yourself a little more.
Yeah. So I need to do that more. That's the most recent failures where I learned something. The other ones were just I was mad, and I don't think I learned anything. I did a show. So my friends did put on a show called Goat Show. And lasted for a few years. It was a variety show, and my sketch team participation trophy, shout out participation trophy, dear friends from Second City. We went up through Second City together. I love them dearly. And we did sketch for them. And our sketches were really great, but we used to perform at this one theater that I won't name the name of, but it's here in LA because one of the producers used to work there. And a show that was directed by a famous actor who I won't name the name of, ran 45 minutes long.
Oh my gosh.
And so our show that was supposed to start at 10 started at 10:45. And then the theater locked the tech booth. And the show went terrible because we did sketch and we didn't have lights out. So you need a blackout at the end of a sketch. You can't just end a sketch.
Right.
But part of that was that theater told my friend was we don't usually do comedy here. We do drama. And they were just utterly disrespectful the whole entire show run. They were awful. And so what we learned from that was we were no longer going to be there. I told my friends, the showrunners, I was by the way, I am never doing a show at that theater ever again. And we did a few shows there. And then my friends were we're looking other places because that was ridiculous. And then we never did a show. And then anytime I drive by it, I flip them off.
I have a feeling I know which theater you're talking about.
We'll talk about it later.
Do you have any current comedy heroes?
Probably. I mean, I was thinking about this the other day that I wouldn't be where I was without Amanda Bynes or Kenan Thompson. Because all that in Amanda's show and Kenan and Kel wasn't a sketch show, but those 3 shows are so pivotal in my life, just in general. And I didn't even realize it until probably recently. But currently working, I think Fred Armisen understands me. anytime anyone watches Portlandia for the first time, they text me and they're like, by the way, I'm assuming you have, but have you seen this? Have you seen Portlandia? And I'm like, yeah, yeah, I have. And I love it.
Yeah, same.
It's my jam.
My sister Jasmine got me into Portlandia.
Yeah. And I mean, like, Bill Hader is another one who I think that's like that. Bill Hader kind of extends outside of comedy and just like as a entertainer in general.
Yeah.
Because of how Barry went as a drama. I mean, it's a comedy, but as
dark
a
comedy.
Yeah. As dark as it went and as serious as it taken. And Barry is like one of my favorite shows of all time. So I think those two current.
What's one thing people often misunderstand about improv, do you think?
About improv is I think people rightfully are like they're speaking, they're like, I would be too much in my head. Which is so true.
Yeah.
But the secret is to not be in your head like at all. And they're like, oh, I just can't. And it's just practice. And another thing is, actually, might be my actual answer, is, and as we talked about earlier with you taking a break during the pandemic, that it's a muscle that you need to like keep doing.
All the time.
Because I literally won't do improv for like 2 weeks or something. And then I get back and I'm rusty. And people think, oh, you're just making it up. It's fine. But it's like you can just make it up. There's no muscle at all. You're not memorizing anything. So how can you can just always jump into it when you can't. Yeah.
And like, that's what, like, there was a really great game that we would use to, it was in David Connolly. Shout out David Connolly. He taught me improv. And as a way to get out of our heads, every single class we would play like a game of like, tennis, but we would like throw out words.
Oh.
Just like, I'd say, door, and then you would say something that,
that relates.
So
would I go
kind of relates. Yeah, that kind of relates.
Mm.
Hopefully it relates, but if it's like, if it reminds you of something else, then just go with it. And then I have to think of,
I love that.
So like that helped out a lot.
That's really great.
So yeah, I understand fully about about what people generally think about improv, and I get into my head because I absolutely have.
Yep.
Is there a particularly powerful story from your experience in improv and sketch that you feel like maybe you haven't shared enough?
A powerful story. That's so interesting. I have no idea. Powerful is such a strong word.
Okay, maybe that's too strong of a word.
Just like any story.
I guess it ties back to the first question with like the failures that maybe have taught you like a lesson in improv or sketch.
No, I don't know. I don't know if I have any particular stories. I can kind of do like a general vibe.
Yeah.
And that, I think that doing improv with kids, with Rockin' Awesome Improv Show.
Yeah.
I think what's powerful in it is that it's forcing us adults. Well, improv in general is play, right?
Yeah.
It's just, you're just playing and, you're just using your imagination. And I think that's such a powerful tool for adults to continue to have. And that's kind of what I've discovered doing it for so long, is that so many adults have forgotten how to play because they're told not to. Mm-hmm. And that's, I think, partially why when a lot of people have kids, you kind of see a revitalization in their being, because the kids can do nothing but play.
All right, and it brings out the kid in them.
Yeah, and it brings out the kid in them, and you have to do it. What's great about this doing improv is that it's naturally play, but then what's doing it with kids is that kids not only play, but they're so unpredictable and creative, which I love. And that's what I love about working with children just in general, is that their minds haven't been tapered down by society telling them how they can and cannot think. Mm-hmm. And the way that so when a kid says something that is completely out of left field, you then have to make it make sense as an adult.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun. And like, I always give this example, and it's not the best one, but it's the one that like opened my eyes to it all. Was we do this game called Out of Gas, which is it's a version of a common short form game where there's someone, usually in the short form game, it's like it's like a 4-person scene. You have 4 chairs set up like a car. The person driving, there's a person driving, the passenger comes in, passenger takes on a character, and then everyone else in the car has to take on a character.
Okay. Yeah. We've done, I know that one.
It's called like Taxi.
Taxi. Yeah, we called it Taxi.
Yeah. And then you switch and a new person comes on, whatever. This version that we do is there's the driver, there's 2 people, and we bring a kid on, and the kid is always a passenger. But we get a letter suggestion, so like R or something. And there's 2 teams, you go back and forth. And so the other team that just leaves, they're the ones that have the letter R, and they'll get the suggestion like, oh no, those Red Barons stole our car. So then we all come on as the Red Baron, like, I don't know. That was the first thing that came to my mind, which is so weird. But like, you're like a fighter pilot or something.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do this in the kids show because it's guns and war. But we'd all be like, do, or whatever. And we'd take it on as like a fighter pilot. And we talk about fighter pilot things. But the kid's always in the passenger seat for photos. But then also we ask them like, oh, we're the Red Baron. What color Baron are you? And they're like blue or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's the example of the game. So we did one where the other team, their suggestion was the letter S. So they were like, those snakes stole our car. And so we come on slithering like snakes, as we do. The girl, she is 5 or something. She just walks on. It's fine. So we're like we're like, and this is going to be awful in the mic, so I'm so sorry. I apologize. But it's like, so we're going to school, and he surprises, just like emphasizing our S's. And Carrie Ann, who's one of the producers, turns to the kid and she's like, what's your favorite subject in school? And the girl goes, Sart. And we pause and we're like, Sart? And she's like, Sart. And we're like, okay. And then we went, oh,
art.
She's saying art. We're, as adults, our logical thought process was to emphasize S's. Her childlike thought process was to add S's everywhere. And that is such a smart and creative choice. And it's so funny and unique that then we started doing it because we had to. Yeah. But it was amazing. It was just like
it's clever.
An amazing experience. I did one recently. Actually, this was my last show with them, where I had to get a suggestion of a location for people who were outside the room. It was a guessing game. They had to guess a specific location or a location. And I asked the kids, where do you like to go on vacation? And this kid, 5 years old, 6, it goes, June Lake. And I was like, great. I was like, we're going to go with Lake because that's way easier. And so I was like, so we'll go with Lake. And he went, no, June Lake. We go swimming and then we go to a hotel. We go to June Lake. And I was like, great. We're going to try and make them guess June Lake. And it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard for them to do it because obviously you had to break it. They guessed Lake pretty easy. We had to like break down June, which was pretty easy because you're like, oh, we're having like a pancake breakfast that's supposed to be in May, but it got pushed back to the next month. So like trying to like feed
suggesting,
them. Yeah. So they were able to do it, but it was hard because no one knew what June Lake was.
Yeah.
Actually, we did one, and Zach, our other roommate, is on the show too, and I was the guesser. And he had to get me to guess that he turned into, that his arms was sashimi, the sushi. Here's the thing about Trevor. I don't eat seafood at all.
So you had no idea what that was?
I know the word, but
okay.
It's never on my mind.
Yeah.
Found out Zach had never heard of it before. but still took it and was like told backstage like what it was. And it took so long. It took like 7 minutes of me and Zach, who can communicate very well because we've lived with each other for so long. There was a moment between us where I know we looked at each other and we're like, there's no way he can't do it. I can't get at it. And so we had other people like come on. And it was so funny. My friend Jeremy, he came on and he was like, oh, you just won the Simi Valley beauty pageant. Here's your sash for winning Simi Valley. Your sash for Simi Valley. And I went, oh, sashimi. It was crazy.
Dude, that was like me with when we did that improv, and I could not, for the life of me, guess that reference. It was like a song reference. Do you remember that?
Vaguely. I cannot remember.
I can't even remember. It was like a pop song. Oh, no. It wasn't a pop song. It was a reference to a movie that was out then, but I had not seen it, so I did not get the reference.
I do remember. Yeah. I don't remember what it was, but I do remember doing it.
But looks like, dude, we are coming to an end.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun.
So much for
I'm sorry, I talk so much. This is your podcast.
That's the whole point is to get to know the guest and for the listeners to get to know a guest. Do you have, what are your, this is your moment to do some more plugins. Do you have any upcoming shows that we could
When does this get posted?
It'll probably get posted this week.
Okay. Because I have a show on Friday that I would love to plug.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah.
Okay. So my house team, and you can cut this if this is not out by Friday. My house improv team, Pleather, we're putting on our own show for the first time. It's a variety show. This is going to be at the Stray Theater.
Formerly known as the Yard Theater.
Formerly known as the Yard Theater. We won't go into the politics of it, but now it's the Stray Theater. And so it's a variety show. And it's at 9:00 p.m. It's $10 at the Stray Theater. It's called Pleather Presents Comedy of Horrors. And we have an improv team from Iowa West back in the day that's still together.
That's cool.
They're going to perform. We have a stand-up whose name I already forgot. And then we have a storyteller, a stand-up who's going to tell like spooky stand-up. A storyteller who has a spooky story. And then Pleather's going to perform off of that spooky story. We're going to do an Armando.
Oh, that's so...
Yeah. Which we've all done Armandos individually as people, but never as a team. So it's pretty easy to do. We don't really have many adjustments to make.
Yeah.
But we're really excited for it. That would be really fun. We want a lot of people to come out because actually, so at Pack Theater, house teams eventually they graduate, or they're canceled. And when you graduate, you get a one show a month. Friday, 8 p.m., which is an ideal time. And we were asked this year to graduate, and we decided not to, so that we could work on getting an audience and work on finding what we would want our show to be. So this is us finding it. So we want people obviously to support and laugh. We also just want people to come and see if the vibes are good or if we need to change how we set up our show.
Right.
But that, and then just follow me on Instagram. It's Wags to Witches. Here's the thing. This is going to be another hour. Wags to Witches, spelled W-A. Write this down. Ready? Got it? WAGGSTOWICHES. So it's like Rags to Riches, but Wags to Witches, 2 G's. And it's not witches like, hey, I'm a witch, but like the end of sandwiches. Or like riches with a W. And T-O, not 2. Not the number 2. It's a whole thing. I need to change it.
No, keep it.
It's cute, but it's hard to advertise.
No, keep it. Thanks again for being on here, and I will see you back home.
I'll see you in your car.
You'll see me when you
drive me home.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe so you'll get notifications when new episodes drop. Thanks to my guest, Trevor Waggoner. Music by Mark Fabian, produced and engineered by Robert Altschiller, recorded at Command Recording Studios. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Kill the Small Talk Podcast and at Command_Recording_Studios. We'll see you next time. Bye.